Tutorials by Andrew Buckle. In this tutorial I'm just going to show you how you can create some interesting grain effects using effects and also grain. Now I actually find it's easier in some ways to actually add grain via another document. What I've got here is a 1000 by 1000 document, and I'm just going to create, obviously just got this 1000 by 1000 here as well. So what I can do is filter and filter gallery. That's one thing that I always found that in Photoshop's really missing, is a sort of like an area where you can sort of play around with ideas. Sort of, I know you have to create a separate document and then play around with that and then copy them over. That would be nice to be able to create at the side of a way of messing around with ideas and then maybe contemplating. That's one thing I like about the library feature that's been added recently. Anyway, so got this grain there that I've added, and again, like I say, you don't have to stop here. You can actually decide I'm just going to add a bit more intense, so it's filter and filter. Now you can actually see some quite nice colour in there already in the grain, but I'm just going to do an invert, adjust invert. And of course there's other options you can do, maybe auto tone, maybe use HDR toning to create some, well, go with HDR toning. You can actually try out a whole range of different, as it actually does something. Yes, it does something. There you've got a real intense, maybe not the best of grains, but certainly an interesting grain that's been created, interesting noise effect, very chunky, sort of unusual grain. Okay, once you've actually done that, you can of course select it and then copy it over in as a layer. But I'm actually not going to go with a colourful one. I'm just going to go with, because another adjustment is quite good, black and white, and you can create so interesting just by trying out different red, maybe intensity go that way. Yeah, I quite like that. That's a really, really nice, unusual grain. Sort of got flecks all the way through that. Now, once I've done that, I can actually select that, copy, and obviously just paste it into this image. So what you can do then, add that, and I don't want it on above the text, I want it actually below. So you've actually got, obviously got nothing of the image now, but of course you can use just a layer, so you can just go blending modes, just go lighten, overlay, and that creates a very nice sort of paint effect. Would have been really quite nice with the oil paint filter that unfortunately is not in Photoshop CC, but is in CS6 still, if you've still got that. Now, also of course you can modify the opacity, you don't have to go with things. So it's again very nice sort of painted grain that can be of course manipulated further. You don't have to stop there. You can actually go to say blur and Gaussian blur, maybe make it a bit more right, or maybe maximum as well. That creates a nice sort of glowing sort of noise as well that can be added to an image. Anyway, hope you found this of interest. Thank you much.